Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. I do not own the rights to the songs being played. This is for entertainment purposes only and in accordance with fair use. The music is credited to the various companies. Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदाशिव। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदाशिव। जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो। भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर, गिरिजा शंकर ओम। भवानी शंकर उमा महेश्वर, गिरिजा शंकर ओम। जय प्रलयंकर, जय पीतांबर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय प्रलयंकर, जय पीतांबर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो। हर हर महादेव गौरी मनोहर, हर शिव शंकर ओम। हर हर महादेव गौरी मनोहर, शिव शंकर ओम। दुख कर लेकर सुख भर लेकर जय शिव शंकर ओम। दुख कर लेकर सुख भर लेकर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंग जटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंग जटाधर करुणा शंकर ओम। नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर धर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नीलकंठ धर अखिलेश्वर धर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो। शिव शंकर नटराज सुंदर हर हर शंकर ओम। शिव शंकर नटराज सुंदर हर हर शंकर ओम। जय डमरूवर जय कैलेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय डमरूवर जय कैलेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय शिव शंकर ओम।
तेरे शरण आए देखो हे अम्बे माता, ओ माता तेरे शरण आए देखो हे अम्बे माता। चारों दिशा से भक्ति आशा से भक्तों की पीराई, ओ माता तेरे शरण आए देखो हे अम्बे माता, ओ माता तेरे शरण आए देखो हे अम्बे माता। तू जो कहे माँ हो सब सुनेंगे, दिन रात तेरी पूजा करेंगे। तू जो कहे माँ हो सब सुनेंगे, दिन रात तेरी पूजा करेंगे, सुख हो या दुख हो हम सब सहेंगे, हर हाल तेरी भक्ति करेंगे। भक्तों की पीरा, भक्तों की पीरा हरने वाली माँ, कोटि कोटि है प्रणाम। ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता। तीनों लोगों की तू दानी है माँ, अंतर्यामी है तू ज्ञानी है माँ। तीनों लोगों की तू दानी है माँ, अंतर्यामी है तू ज्ञानी है माँ। सुख दे के दुख का हरण करो माँ, सब जन की अर्चन का हर करो माँ। दुनिया की रक्षा, दुनिया की रक्षा हरने वाली माँ, रोशन कहे तेरा नाम। ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता। चारों दिशा से भक्ति आशा से भक्तों की पीराई, ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता। ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
Bole Shri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Devotees, on behalf of the Rambissoon family, let me welcome you to the second night in our 4 nights of devotions. Blessings, Panatumarat. You've completed your puja. All systems are in place. For us to dive into the spiritual pond of Sri Ramcharitamanas. Let me extend a special welcome to Justice Udi Inder Singh. Nice to have you joining together with us. So devotees, we begin the journey and we always seek the blessings of the Lord as Ganesh first, Devi, Bhagwan Shankar. Now, there are 4 qualifications that are necessary for liberation. And liberation doesn't mean dying and going. Liberation means freedom from bondage. So we can be liberated while alive. They call that Deha Mukti. And of course, if we are liberated after we leave the body, Videha Mukti. A lot of people are scared of liberation because they feel you have to die and go. No. Liberation is freedom from bondage. Mukti. Now, these 4 qualifications, what are they? They are symbolized by the Shiv Parivar. If we ever look at a picture of Bhagwan Shankar and his family, as we say. Now notice, I keep adding as we see. Does Shiva have a family? There's mythology, there's philosophy. But you know, the majority of us, we gravitate towards that which is applicable to us, that we can identify with based upon our experience. So we know family. So Hinduism has personified a lot of these things, and they use certain terms that we can identify with. The problem is that we stick to these terms at a gross level, whereas they imply something higher. Anyway, Shiv Parivar, Bhagwan Shankar, Parvati Ma, Swami Kartikai and Gajanan Swami. These 4. They represent the 4 qualifications necessary for liberation. What are these 4 qualifications, devotees? First one, we say discriminative power. Gyan. There is Vairagya, dispassion. There is Mumukshutva, intense longing to be in oneness with the Lord, which is your true Nitya. And Shat Sampat, 6 forms of spiritual wealth, symbolized by Swami Kartikai, the 6-faced Lord. So Lord Ganesh represents wisdom. Devi, she is Shiva Ramani, always sports with Shiva. She represents Mumukshutva, that intense longing. If that is not there, one cannot identify with one's true Nitya. Then there's Bhagwan Shankar, who symbolizes, who personifies the state of Vairagya, dispassion, the ability to let go. If we cannot let go, there is no way we can go forward. And Swami Kartikai, the 6-faced Lord. Now there are 6 forms of spiritual wealth, symbolized Shat Sampat by the 6 faces of Swami Kartikai. And what are they? Tranquility of mind, serenity, control of the senses, endurance, faith, renunciation of selfish actions and desires. Now, if you notice, we don't do Swami Kartikai Puja. Well, we don't really ritualistically. So the story goes, when Lord Shiva and Parvati got married, then Swami Kartikai was born. Now all these stories relate to an internal journey. And tonight our katha will be based upon what this represents, the coming together of Shiv Shakti, or Ram Sita, as the case may be. So we live in a world of duality. The day we can reach that state of non-duality, as we say, Shakti is married to Shiva. There are coming together of Shiv Shakti. It's only then Swami Kartikai can be born. So when we say we're worshipping Swami Kartikai and we are not in a state of non-duality, it's just doing ritualistic worship. But it happens naturally when there's this state of non-duality. Kundalini, as we say, is awakened, merged with Shiva, non-duality, automatically the 6 conditions exist. Swami Kartikai. So we don't really glorify Swami Kartikeya. Swami Kartikeya is the state to be attained if two of the previous conditions exist. Now, why am I saying all that? Devotees, as I mentioned, the journey is we worship Gajanan. We always begin with the worship of Lord Ganesh, symbolizing wisdom. Now, as I explained, I mentioned religion is like the school system. Preschool, primary, secondary, tertiary. Most people are at the preschool level, thinking what Ganesh Baba will come and remove your problems. You have that simple belief. Durga Ma, Shiva. Whereas at a higher level, you understand that Ganesh exists in every one of us in the form of wisdom, Gyan. But I keep asking the question, if your car shutting down every day, would you do a Ganesh Puja? Some people would, obstacles. The wise ones will say, take it to the mechanic. The idea as to what to do is a manifestation of Ganesh. And Ganesh is in every single person, but dormant. The power is dormant. It's like a motor car engine with all the systems, but it park up, nothing working. You have to start your car. And this is what puja is all about at a higher level. Nobody could feed God. God never hungry. God never thirsty. God doesn't need to bathe. God doesn't need to sleep. All these, actions, we have entrusted on the Lord because of what we do. But all these karmas have a deeper level of understanding. And you have to internalize it. Unless you internalize it, you go nowhere. Now this is a different level of puja. We don't change what we do. We understand what we do differently at a higher level. It's like you learn something in preschool, that's not the end. You build up in it first year, primary, secondary, tertiary. You build up. The journey continues. But there are two factors why, according to Guru Vasishtha, why we can't develop. One is, and it sounds bad, but the Guru Vasishtha said, laziness and stupidity. We're very lazy. We expect everybody to do something for us, even God. Whereas last night what I said, man lifts himself by himself, man sings himself by himself. Scriptures tell us that. And everybody is on your own. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. But everybody wants to sit down and wait for somebody else to do it for them. That is laziness, not to mention stupidity. How could we evolve? How could we develop if I don't make self-effort? Self-effort supersedes everything. So devotees, I can't help it sometimes but to start off at this philosophical level, because I want you to understand we are going to a different level. All right? So when I say we worship Gajanan, we worship Devi, Shiva, we make preparations. All right? I am preparing myself, you are preparing yourself. We are like a perfect transmitting as well as receiving set, like a radio. If you don't tune in, you don't pick up the right signals. So this is why we do invocation. Invocation is not for God. It's for us to tune into the right level of vibration so we can prepare ourselves to assimilate the glories of God. And again, this is why we say everybody on your own. So devotees, all this, when we do Ganesh, Devi, Shiva, we are trying to acquire the qualification necessary for liberation. If it is at this point in time we want to be free from all negative things, all material things, we detach ourselves so we can tap into higher levels of energy. You are on your own. Yeah? So, when I start my journey, devotees, it's up to you to follow or don't follow. But as I mentioned last night, time, tide, opportunity, wait on no man. You miss out today, you lose out. Won't return. Never ever return. I've said this many a time. One of my past students who never wanted to do work in school, I said, let them have it. Them days you could cut, let them have it. Yeah. 2 times tables here, form 3. And licks, cables for licks. My hand hurt me that day. I decided that I'm working. 2 days afterwards, he come and ask, so why we are doing anything again? I say, what? So tables for licks. The boy like it? Because he come in front of the class and everybody seeing him attach, attention. Different psychological scarring they have. You understand? So then doing that makes no sense. In short, devotees, he left school. He joined a gym full of big fish airing from all here. That's not strange. Here to here airing. He stabbed his father, he made jail. All kind of things happened to him. Then one day he came back to the school. And he came to my class. To be honest, I was frightened. When I see the size of the fella, and I cut his tail, as I say. And one cuff from here I gone through. When he come and he says, "Sir," I know I have him up. You know what he said? "Sir, I wish I could reverse time. I wish I could reverse time." I really felt it. His name was Jason. I said, "Jason, I also wish I could reverse time, boy. But time is irreversible. Once it's gone for good. It never comes back. An opportunity lost is one never regained." All these things we must understand, devotees. I may come back here tomorrow. If I waste today, it's wasted. Never comes back. All these things we have to understand. This is why they say, "Ye ghari na jaye beat." Don't waste even a moment in time. It never comes back. You're on your own, devotees. So I invite you to join me. We're going on a simple journey. Tonight we'll glorify Gajanan, Devi, Shiva, and we'll get into our katha. Let's firstly visualize Matang Mukh. Now, while we are doing the glorification, I don't expect you to think about the philosophy that we're trying to, awaken wisdom and so on. Put your heart and do it properly. The vibration's enough. It creates the effect. But all depends upon self-effort. You are on your own. Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gaurivara Tanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gauri Varatanaya Gunalaya Gauri Varatanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Vidyadayak Buddhi Pradayak Vidyadayak Buddhi Pradayak Siddhi Vinayak Ehe Shubhadayak Siddhi Vinayak Ehe Shubhadayak Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gauri Varatanaya Gunalaya Gauri Varatanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Gajavadana Gamanatha Natha Bole Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. We visualize Devi devotees, any aspect of Devi. Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Ma, whichever aspect pleases you best. Visualize. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Papa Vinashani Bahubhalade. Jaya Papa Vinashani Bahubhalade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Shumbha Nishumbha Kapaladhare. Jaya Shumbha Nishumbha Kapaladhare. Pranamami tu Devi Naradihare. Pranamami tu Devi Naradihare. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Jaya Narayini. Jai Jai Durga. Jai Jai Ambe. Namo Namaha. O Jaya Narayini. Jai Jai Durga. Jai Jai Ambe. Namo Namaha. तेरा पावन सुमिरन करते अंतर में सुख भर आता. रोम रोम में प्रेम की हरा. मन में भक्ति विखर जाता. जय कल्याणी जय जय दुर्गे. जय जय अम्बे. नमो नमः. मन अंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम. जीवन ये गुंजा दो माँ. जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेजसी अपन जला दो माँ. जय रुद्राणी जय जय दुर्गे. जय जय अम्बे. नमो नमः. मंगलता की देने वाली. मन वांछित फल बरसाई. द्वार तिहारी आके नैया. कोई खाली नहीं जाए. जय ब्रह्मानी जय जय दुर्गे. जय जय अम्बे. नमो नमः. ध्यान भजन हम निस दिन करते, मन में जपते नाम विमल। शरण परे तो एक सहारा, नैया तेरा चरण कमल। जयति शिवानी जय जय अम्बे, जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय जय दुर्गे नमो नमः। जय मैया नमो नमः। बोली सी आर शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। And devotees, we glorify Bhagwan Shankar. Shivaji is Nataraj, the Lord of Dance. Everything is cyclical. He carries the damaru, which possesses the rhythm of manifestation. He dances to that divine instrument, damaru. Dimika dimika dim, dimika dimika dim, damaru baje. Or prema magan, nachad bhola. Visualize if you can, Shivaji, Nataraj, dancing. Bam bhola, Shiva, bam bhola. dim damaru baje, prema magan nachat bhola. निकदिम दमरू भाजे, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। शिव बम भोला, बम भोला शिव बम भोला। बोलो। भाल चंद्र शिव गंगा लहरत, आतप भूतन को भोला। भाल चंद्र शिव गंगा लहरत, आतप भूतन को भोला। तो निक दिम दमरू भाजे, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। शिव बम भोला, बम भोला शिव बम भोला। बोलो। श्रृंगी नाद बजावत गावत, लटकी रह्यो पगली झोला। श्रृंगी नाद बजावत गावत, लटकी रह्यो पगली झोला। तो दिमिक दिम दमरू भाजे, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। बम भोला शिव बम भोला, बम भोला शिव बम भोला। बोलो। नाग फनन सो करत आरती, देव देव गति अनमोला, नाग फन न सो करत आरती, देव देव गति अनमोला। तो कली कली मदन बजे, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला, प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला। बम भोला शिव बम भोला, बम भोला शिव बम भोला। प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला, हे बम भोला शिव बम भोला, बम भोला। Everybody should have that image of Bhagwan Shankar firmly fixed in the mind's eye. Jatadhari, Gangadhar, Chandramauri, Trayambak, Neelakant, Nagabadana, त्रिशूलधारी, वृषवाहन, भगवान शंकर, दीन दयालु कृपा सागर, भक्त वत्सल। सिंपल मंत्र, please listen tremendously. ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। ओम नमः शिवाय पाहि मां। ओम नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ, उमापति शिव भोलेनाथ। ओम शिव शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ, नीलकंठ हर दीनानाथ। ओम महिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ, ओम अहिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ। हे परम सुमंगल दीनानाथ, हे परम सुमंगल दीनानाथ। हे गिरिजारंग परमानंद, समाधि प्रिय गंगानाथ। हे गिरिजारंग परमानंद, समाधि प्रिय गंगानाथ। Parvati Mahadeva ki jai. Devotees, I'm going to take another discourse from Balkan. Last night we dealt with the appearance of Bhagavan Sri Ram, but I presented from a more philosophical perspective because we all know the stories. Sri Ram, devotees, reached to the age of 12 years when one day the gracious Vishwamitra went to the city of Ayodhya to ask for the help of Sri Ram and Lakshman. Vishwamitra and other sages were in the Siddhpit ashram performing tapasya. But we all know when we sit to do something that is constructive and beneficial, distractions must take place. Bound to take place. If you try to get involved in nonsense, no distractions, you get encouragement. Now, Marish and Subahu and other demonic forces were terrorizing these sages. Vishwamitra ji had the capacity to destroy them, but he was doing a special sacrifice for 12 years in which anger was a no-no. Anger. Anger is death. Krodho ve vasvato raja. You know, devotees, all these simple statements we need to pay attention to. What causes anger? It goes back. Attachment, devotees, causes desire. Desire unfulfilled causes anger. Gita teachings. Yeah? When there is anger, uncontrolled, delusion. When there's delusion, one loses memory. And when there's loss of memory, reasoning power declines. And when the reasoning power declines, self-destruction follows. It's a journey. Anger is a no-no. This was why Chanak Maharaj said, Krodho ve vasvato raja. Anger is death. So devotees, it goes without saying, we need to control anger. This sage, even though he had the capacity, he did not want to lose his marriage by becoming angry. So he was aware that the Lord manifested himself in the form of Sri Ram, Lakshmanji, Bharat and Shatrughan. He will go to Ayodhya, Puri and ask for these two boys, Sri Ram and Lakshman, to accompany him. But all this is part of a divine plan. And devotees, I keep mentioning this, life is like a jigsaw puzzle. All of us, we have a piece or two, if so many. The Lord knows the picture. We may put a piece or two together, but how can we when we don't know the picture? If the Lord knows the picture, it goes without saying that we should surrender to Him. Let Him take charge. He puts the picture together. And I keep harping upon this, emphasizing it. Let's surrender to the Lord. So surrender to Him. Do everything for his sake, as an offering to Him. Devotees, Vishwamitra sought refuge in the Lord in the form of Sri Ram. So metaphysically, in the devotees, Sri Ram represents spirituality, and Lakshmanji, dhyan, yoga, power of concentration. So in other words, as you go through life, to handle these negativities, you have to have the right wisdom, the right understanding, the right discriminative power, the power of differentiation, and also power of concentration. When you have these two qualities, you can handle any situation in life. If you don't have these two qualities, any demon can knock you over. Demon in the form of negative qualities. So again, you're on your own. So the Katha is teaching us how we can handle such situations. Let's go back to the Katha, devotees. I wouldn't go in details. Sri Ram and Lakshman accompanied Vishwamitra ji. And my Katha tonight is in the kingdom of Janakpur, where Sri Ram, after having championed the cause of the sages, Vishwamitra and others, liberated Ahilya, defeating other demonic forces, he came to the city of Janak, where there was what we call a Swayambar, a special ceremony in which Sita Mata, the daughter of Janak, Janak Sutta, where she be choosing, a suitable bridegroom. But not choosing, there was a test. So there was this bow of Lord Shiva, very, very heavy, it is said. 500 men had difficulties in lifting it. Janak once performed tapasya, and he prayed that he wanted to see the Lord with physical eyes. And this bow was given to him, and he was told, worship it. And through this bow you shall see the Lord in human form. So Janak was worshipping this bow all these years. One day, Sita Mata playfully with one hand she moved the bow. And she was about just 2-3 years of age. Not yet quite 6. Yeah? When Janak saw that, he took a vow that a person to be married to Sita must be able to pick up this bow and string it. No man wants to have a husband for his daughter who is a weakling. Or like a macaroni, won't stop you working too. So the test has to be there. You want my Sita? There's the test. Pick up this bow and string it. So that was the test, devotees. And that proclamation was issued. And from all different directions, all kinds of kings came. Rakshas came. The Devas came. Devotees, even Ravan you would hear, he also came. And Sita Mata was how old? Sita Mata was 6 years of age at this point in time. Sri Ram was 15. 15 years of age. Now, as I continue, we all know this story, so I like to digress every now and then to give you a bit of information. Now, the Manusmriti said, a man should marry, let's say a girl should marry a man 2.5 times her age. Manusmriti said that, right? So many Hindus, Pandits say, Manusmriti. Sita Mata was 6 years, Sri Ram was 15. So, current 6 and 15, 2.5. Now, that was when child marriage was taking place. We objected to child marriage. Nobody should be getting married under 18 years of age. So, let's suppose a girl is getting married 18 years. So, that man, how old he should be? 18 by 2 is 36 and 9 is 45. No, most of the girls are getting married 30, 35. So by the time you get married to a man 70, 80 years, he there already. How applicable is Manusmriti? Now this is the point I am making. When the social conditions change, procedural patterns change, behavioral patterns change. You cannot do the same thing that was done in India thousands of years ago. And this is what many of us, many pundits don't seem to understand, and our people also don't seem to understand. You want to maintain tradition. Tradition changes. You don't change for change's sake, but practicality. One example here. Any devotees? So the law says you can't get married under 18, and Manusmriti said, man 2.5 years your age. What trouble that is, man? So you see, devotees, you can't follow all these things blindly. This is the point I'm making. You have to have the understanding to assess time, place, and circumstances. Scriptures allow us that. Bhagavan Krishna preached that. Time, place, and circumstances, you make adaptations to suit. Right, Karan? So we have to understand this. This is why I've been saying in Trinidad, last night we mentioned it, if a man doesn't have sons, he has daughters only, nobody to do his rights, could a daughter do it? Why not? Why not? But I won't digress to go into explanations why. You see? But you have to make adjustments and adaptations. You see, devotees, there's dogmatism. But Hinduism is dynamic. It adjusts based upon time, place, and circumstances. But many of us as leaders and people, we live in a time warp. In a time warp. We need to look at that closely. I just thought I'd mention that. But in this context, child marriage was allowed. Sita was 6 years, Sri Ram was 15. Okay. So devotees, they couldn't get married just so. That bow was the test. They had to pick up that bow and string it. And if you can do that, you'll marry Sita. So devotees, Vishwamitra went with Sri Ram and Lakshman to the city of Janak, of Raja Janak. Their arrival caused great excitement, great, a stir, so to speak. Sri Ram and Lakshman, very, very handsome personalities. And those who had the eyes to see, they concluded that either Sri Ram or Sita will be best match for Sita. Either Sri Ram or Lakshman would be the best match for Sita. Who had the eyes to see. But the Ravan, when they married, Ravan could be a great-great-grandfather of Sita. He wanted to marry Sita. But if you take it in a literal sense, you confuse your mind bad. But there are explanations for all this at the deeper level. And devotees, everything we say takes place inside here. It's an individual journey. But let's get to the katha. Devotees, Raja Janak was excited to welcome Vishwamitraji, put him on a special seat and worshipped him to his heart's delight. Not always you come into contact with a holy man, a genuine holy man. And I have to apologize many times for qualifying holy man with the word genuine. Because you have false sadhus, false spiritualists, etc. Plenty, let me not go into it. Right? So devotees, here Janak was overjoyed. And so having worshipped in his heart, he knew that Sri Ram or Lakshman could be a proper match. But dare he think that Sri Ram could pick up this bow and swing it? A bow that 500 men couldn't lift? And Sri Ram is only 15 years of age? How could it happen? But devotees, Tulsidas, very beautifully, let's pick it up. When Janak saw Vishwamitra Muni worship him, and he saw Sri Ram and Lakshman, he was eager to know who they were. So Tulsidas put it like this. Ratnare naina bahke muni sangha pahal kahake. 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 Ratnare राजा पूछो सुनो मुनि जी ये दो बालक काके राम ये दो बालक काके हे राजा पूछो सुनो मुनि जी ये दो बालक काके रामा ये दो बालक काके कौन नगर में जन्म लियो है का है नाम पिता के रत्नारे नैना पाके मुनि संग बालक काके रत्नारे रवि शशिकूटी बदन की शोभा श्याम गौतम जाके राम श्याम गौतम जाके रवि शशिकूटी बदन की शोभा श्याम गौतम जाके राम श्याम गौतम जाके राम लक्ष्मण नाम जाके दशरथ नाम पिता के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे तब संगई जंकी माला क्रीत मुकुट सिर जाके रामा क्रीत मुकुट सिर जाके पीतव संगई जंकी माला क्रीत मुकुट सिर जाके रामा क्रीत मुकुट सिर जाके गौतम ऋषि की नारिया हिरिया तारयो चरण छुआ के रत्नारे नैना बाके उन्हीं संग बालका के रत्नारे नैना मुनि की यज्ञ पूजन करके अब आए गृह राजा के राम आए गृह राजा के मुनि की यज्ञ पूजन करके अब आए गृह राजा के राम आए गृह राजा के आय विपत्ति तब हरि सामने कारज साधसिया के रत्नारे नैना बाके मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे सभी सखी सिया मांगे पूजन चली उमा के राम पूजन चली उमा के सभी सखी सिया मांगे पूजन चली उमा के राम पूजन चली उमा के तुलसीदास विधि आज बनी है लेख लिखा विधना के लेख लिखा विधना के रत्नारे नैना बाके उन्हीं संग बालका के रत्नारे नैना बाके उन्हीं संग बालका रत्नारे नैना बाके उन्हीं संग बालका के रत्नारे नैना बाके. Simple inquiry, humble inquiry. Who are these two boys? Where have they come from? What is their lineage? No man wants to marry his daughter, somebody without a right and a background. But I won't go into all that detail. All right? Janak, he wanted to know whether either of these two had the right background to marry his daughter. Background is important, and compatibility devotees, not only astrological. Like I mentioned that. Many times people come, Guruji, check compatibility. Compatibility 28, 29. Some of them 10 and 11. You tell them, don't get married. Now you will get married, you go work it out. It never works. Right? 26, 27, 28, that also sometimes don't work out. Because there are other aspects of compatibility, not only astrological, background, academic, religious, spiritual. A lot of compromises you have to make. The more compromises you have to make in a relationship, the more challenging it is. Because I keep telling people you could be compatible with somebody in the remotest part of Africa. Would you marry them? You might even understand what they're saying. So devotees, compatibility is not only astrological. This is why the elders will look at the family background. and different aspects also, inclusive of astrological compatibility. But in this case, they were a test, breaking that bow. So, devotees, without elaborating, I'm saying all this. We have the young ones who have to get married, and some of the old ones too. You wouldn't know why I'm saying that. Not too long ago, I did a wedding for a man who was 74 years, 74 years, and he told him was 60-something years. When they sit down, time to get up to put on the mala. What are you going to do? Yeah, the knees bad. Anyway, those are the kind of plus I see in Pandita. You enjoy some of these things. We are laughing at people, no? But they see what is going on. But I couldn't tell them to get married. The man was never married. The woman was married. But anyway, devotees, so what can I tell you? So a lot of areas you have to look at. Anyway, devotees, so who was Sri Rama and Lakshman? Oh, they are the sons of Raja Dashrath. The monarch of Ayodhya Puri. So what? They were of royal blood. Lineage merchant. All right? And they explained Sri Rama and Lakshman what they did, championing the cause of the rishis and so on. Helping them to complete their yagya. And they have come to witness, if not to participate, in the Swayamvar of Sita. Janak was happy, but yet depressed. I took this vow, could Sri Ram or Lakshman pick up that bow and string it? That was his doubt. He dared not think. Yeah? Asha, dukhasya karanam. Asha is not a gil name here, but what it means, expectation is the cause of unhappiness. Expectation. Many of us, we expect this, expect that. It doesn't work, you're depressed. Have no expectations. Surrender. And what comes to you, the Lord chooses you. And saying those things, I told you that. You remember I told you that? I don't forget what I say. Yeah? The best things come in life to those who wait long enough. And in best position. Think about it. So devotees, this is the attitude we need to have in life. Don't fight. Nobody says don't do your work. You do what you have to do. We are entitled to the action, but the outcome is not in our hands. We cannot control the outcome. This is why we surrender. Leave it in the hands of the Lord. Okay? So devotees, Janak he controlled himself. I dare not think. Where was Sita at this point in time, devotees? Great excitement in Janakpur. Sita was told by her mother, oh Sita, go into the garden. They are beautiful flower garden. And there is a murti of Gaurima, Devi. Worship Gaurima. You are about to be married. And you want the right consort to come into your life. Worship. I explained all this last night, spirituality. Not a step forward should be taken without spirituality. And to the daughters in particular, I don't see too many. All of them may be married already. I don't expect you to get married again. But when you're going to get married, they say, worship Gaurima, that mother. She blesses you with the right consort. So devotees, Sita Mata went into the garden with her attendants and worshipping Gaurima. At this point in time, Vishwamitra told Sri Ram and Lakshman, go pick flowers in the same garden for puja. And devotees, Sri Ram and Lakshman went into that very same garden. Now, we all know that not everybody could pray, right? So some of the girls sitting praying, you must have one or two who can't sit down, right, to knock about. So they were sometimes that good, eh? So this girl sitting down there, she can't pray too much. She started to walk all about in the garden. And she came face to face with Sri Ram. And she was spellbound. She was speechless, overpowered by the appearance of the Lord. Perfect master. She rushed back to the temple and calling Sita and the others. She can't talk, eh? Basudevi said, come. Want to take Sita for Sri Ram, for her to see Sri Ram. And the devotees in simple. Sri Ram, there picking his flowers, Sita Mata, when she came to Sri Ram, she looked at Sri Ram. Sri Ram is Brahm. Sita Mata is Shakti. Sometimes people say love at first sight. This is Puran Prem. Ancient love, so to speak. The combination of Brahm Shakti. But manifested. This is the first time in Sri Ram's avatar, Sita and Sri Ram are seeing each other. Now, they say Indian women, used to be very shy. Notice what I'm saying, used to be, not again. Now they're more bold than the men. So Sita Mata, very coy, very shy. She looked at Sri Ram, and Tulsidas nicely used an analogy like a camera, no? You just switch for a split second, that it opens here, and everything, the object or the subject is indelibly impressed, impacted upon the film. Meaning what? Sita looked at Sri Ram's face, and she dropped her eyes to his feet, closed her eyes. But that one moment of glimpse of Sri Ram, the entire image of Sri Ram firmly impacted upon her heart. And there she concluded, this is my master. This is the person I want to be married to. Yeah? Devotees, so Sita remained her eyes closed. Now, the men could watch anybody and thing, right? The ladies not supposed to. But the good thing, everything changed. Right? So devotees, Sri Ram watching Sita, he knew he's the Lord. Some time passed, and then the friend said, Sita, it's getting late, let's go back. And Sita devotees was ushered back to the temple. But I don't know if all you know this scheme, but I think all we practice that. When you live in the near and dear one, that before you get married, before you get married, you walk in, she going so, you going so, but you watching back. You pray watching a flower, by watching back. You pray watching a bird, by watching back. All ever do that? I do that, right? If you say you didn't do something wrong, yeah. You're human, no? And then you see in we days now devoted, you have no social media and telephone and thing, no? When you see each other once and how much once, you're glad too bad. And in my case, I get married to penal, so that was trouble for me. I can't walk so far. You see? So all this scheme we know it. Sita Mata pretending to look at the flower, looking back at Sri Ram. That prem, that was here. And then Sita Mata went back to that temple of Mata, Gauri Ma. And devotees, before she didn't have an idea as to who will break that bow. But now she knew what she wanted. And she surrendered to Mata. She prayed to Devi Ma, surrendering to Ma. In other words, saying to Ma, Ma, you know what I want. Ma, you know what is best for me. Devotees, she prayed to Devi. Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gajagari, Jai Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani. With nice devotees, they visualize Shakti Devi, Gauri Ma, Claire, consort of Shiva, Parvati Ma. Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari, Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gajagari, Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gajagari, Jai Shubhakarani, Jaya Vardayini, Jaya Shubhakarani, Jai Vardayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jaya Shubharamani, Trishul Pani, Jai Jag Janani, Jai Shankari. जय भुवनेश्वरी गज गौरी जय भुवनेश्वरी गज गौरी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी हे जय वरदायिनी माँ जय वरदायिनी हे जय वरदायिनी जय शुभकरणी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी जय शुभरमणि त्रिशूलपाणि जय शुभरमणि जय शुभरमणि जय शुभरमणि त्रिशूलपाणि जय जगधननि जय शंकरी Sita Mata prayed devotees, Ma, you are Varadayini, you are giver of boons. Shubhakarni, you do that which is best for your devotees. Along these lines, she surrendered. Mata, you know what is in my heart. She didn't ask. She didn't ask. And devotees, when she prayed, so intense was her prayer. There was a mala about the Murti's neck, it broke off and fell on her head. Wonderful sign. And not only that, they say stone doesn't have emotion. Tears were seen flowing from the eyes of the Murti. Such was the intensity of prayer of Sita Ma. Notice what I am saying? It doesn't happen just so. Air is everywhere in the devotees. You don't see it. But if you cool it at any point, it liquefies. If further cooled, it can't solidify. That Lord is everywhere, present in every single atom of creation. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. But we have to produce the cooling effect. What is the cooling effect? That love, the belief. You have to do it. The conviction. Devotees, if you have that, you can see God anywhere. What you want to see. Any form that you want to see. Ekatu Rama, Anekatu Rama. But the devotee has to do it. It doesn't happen just so. You think God go up and say, hey, look, I come all watch me? Wait. Without self-effort, nothing happens. And this is what you have to understand in prayer. And nothing is impossible in prayer, with prayer. Sita Mata devotees, that she experienced this, and that was not all. Out of the Murti, words emanated. Sunisya Satya Sisa Hamari, Puja hi manakamna tumhari. O Sita, listen to my blessings that are infallible. Whatever you have in your heart shall come to fulfillment. Immediate response to prayer. Devotees, anybody ever got a response so quick in prayer yet? Many of us have been praying and asking for this and asking for that, and God give me this and God give me that. And we never get a response. I mean, we get a response and God says, no, that ain't good for you. No, but we deaf. We ain't hearing the answer. Or no answer at all. Why? Because of our lack of effort. Don't blame God. Don't ever blame God. It is we who fail to tap into the energy. This is why I go back to the statement. Man lifts himself by himself. Man sings himself by himself. And you're on your own. Nobody could do it for you, no? Nobody do a magic and make you experience God, no? Never. Self-effort. You're on your own journey. Devotees, so that incident concluded. Sita went back. We go back now to where there's this huge amphitheater, where on a raised platform there was a bow. And thousands present on all sides to witness, if not to participate, in this Swayambar. And devotees, who were the first one to try? Ravan, boy. Ravan came there and he watched all along to see who watching him. You know, you could watch to see who there, or you could watch to see who watching me. That's the ego. I ain't talking by guess, no? The egoistic man. So you know attitudes. When you reach anywhere, I want them to see me. I want them to see me. And you put yourself in a place where they will see you. Because your ego killing you. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. So devotee is Ravan. Ravan, ego. Right? And so everybody is fearful. Ravan devotees tried with disdain, he looked at that bow, disrespectfully. And one hand, couldn't shake it. Two hands, couldn't shake it. They say 20 hands? It's 20 hands or 10 hands? 10 head but 20 hands. Whatever. Devotees, Ravan tried his best and he couldn't even shake the bow. And what was his response? Obya. That bow have obya. Now I'm saying these things because I want to point out the attitude of those people who are very egoistic, not spiritual. When things go wrong, obya. Somebody do them something. You never take responsibility. And we have plenty of that. Recently, one of the members of Gandhipak, a young medical doctor, she's in St. Anne's. She said, you know, Guruji, I'm doing rotation in St. Anne's. I said, very good, but don't stay there. Try to come back out. She said, you know, 70% of all those people inside here, at least 70%, everyone believe that obya. Spirit, somebody do them something, die by this so. And that is inside, outside worse. Outside worse. Because people don't believe in God, devotees. So I am telling you this. Last night I said this, you can't put kid hard every Friday morning and every Monday go by obya man. Or by a psychic. You believe in God? Don't fool yourself. You believe in God and none else but God, things are going to work. God works slow but very, very sure. We want quick fix. Never happen. Believe in you, Lord, worship. You see, devotees? So people who are egoistic, who don't have that right belief, etc., this is how they behave. Jump here to there, like Prabhupada say, all about. No stability. Devotees, and from a metaphysical perspective, if Ravan represents ego, Sita Mata is the purified intellect. The ego cannot ever identify with the enlightened intellect. You have two states of the intellect, right? Unenlightened and enlightened. Sita is the enlightened state. Ravan is ego. Ravan cannot marry Sita. I mean, there is no correlation, no combination, no connection between the ego and the purified intellect. If there is ego, there is the unenlightened intellect. You're materialistic. So anybody who is very egoistic, self-centered, you can't see spirituality. No, it wouldn't happen. So you see, this is where the inner part where the katha comes. And you can look at a person and you don't judge anybody, but your attitudes say everything. Right? So when you see ego is powerful, you can't think straight. You can't think logically. You're carried away by emotion, by bad belief, etc. Okay, devotees? The katha tells us all that. Now, as I said, everybody here is katha already, you know. I don't know if you ever heard this yet, what I'm saying here. This is application of the katha. Okay? And if you can't apply it, you're wasting time. Right? I didn't come and tell stories, no devotees. Right, Karan? I didn't come and tell stories. I come to try to bring about some enlightenment for the individual, especially for you. I'm your guru. I want you to go at a different level. Yeah? Everybody, but especially you and Lakshman. Okay, so devotees, Ravan tried, Banasur tried, many tried. Everybody failed. They couldn't even shake the bow. Janak stood up and was very angry. And he made some caustic remarks. He thought, he never believed that no longer any men existed. My daughter with one hand moved this bow. All you big, powerful men, you can't even shake the bow. And devotees, well, insulting things he said to all. And Lakshman, they say he temper under his skin. He stood up and he said, Janak, careful what you're saying in front of Sri Ram, Raghukul Bhushan. And when Lakshman spoke, the earth began to quake. Sri Ram gave him a sign, Bhaya, chup chap baito, stand quiet. Not yet. There's a time for everything. And so devotees, all that sitting there, Sita depressed. You could imagine. Nobody could even shake the bow. Could Sri Ram? Ravan could even shake the bow. Could Sri Ram pick up that bow? And she wanted to marry Sri Ram. And Mata told her, your desire shall come to fulfillment. What to believe, boy? What to believe? Sometimes we are tested, believe in the Lord's word or not. We are tested. But devotees, as I said earlier, the best things come in life to those who wait long enough. Guru Vishwamitri then told Sri Ram, you go. Sri Ram never made a move to go unless the Guru told him, go and do that. And Sri Ram devotees went to Ribo. And let's pick up the katha from this point, a few chaupai from Sri Ramcharitamanas. We'll keep it within time. So devotees, Lakshman, looked at Sri Ram said, they're looking at the bow. Looking at the bow. Like the eagle looking at a snake. He could devour the snake at any point in time. So now everybody watching. And many in that congregation were thinking, oh, what insult this is. Ravan couldn't pick up the bow. Banasur couldn't. This little boy, he could pick it up. That adding salt into the wound. Everybody in any congregation, you have everybody having different ideas, different concepts. And everybody feel their right. But devotees, time proves everything. So, Sri Ram devotees looked at that bow. And Sri Yagnavalkya Muni said, Bharadwaj, listen to what happened.
लखन लखेउ रघुवंश मुनि ताकेउ हर कूदन उलट काट बोले बचन चरण चाप ब्रह्मंड सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण। लक्ष्मण जी ने देखा कि श्री रामचंद्र जी ने शिव जी के धनुष को ताका तो पुलकित शरीर हो पृथ्वी को चरणों से दबाकर और बोली. When Lakshman saw Sri Ram looking at that bow as the eagle, devotees waiting to attack a snake, his body quivered, all the hair in his body stood on end. He knew something miraculous was about to happen. That's what my vocabulary is limited in the devotees, so I say miraculous. Lakshmanji devotees in a state of deep ecstasy, but a consternation, agitation, I don't know how to put it. Different emotions. But he knew that something special was about to happen. He put his foot upon the ground and he said something. Now, in his thinking, just now when I spoke in anger, the earth quaked. Now Sri Ram is about to break that bow. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? What Lakshmanji said. दिशि कुंज रहु कमठ कोला धरहु धरि धरि धीरन दोला राम चाहि रामा राम चाहि शंकर धरि तोरा ओहु सजग सुनि आयसु मोरा जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम लक्ष्मण जी ने बोले, हे दिक्पाल, हे कश्यप, हे शेष, हे वराह, पृथ्वी को धारण किए रहो, धीरज रखना, दौड़ना मत। श्री रामचंद्र जी शिव जी का धनुष तोड़ना चाहते हैं, मेरी आज्ञा सुन, सावधान हो जाओ। Sri Ram devotees, Lakshman ji, sorry, appeal to the powers that exist. The elephants that guard the cardinal points. The divine tortoise, He Dikpal, He Kashyap, He Sesh, the divine serpent. He Varaha, the divine boar. O you divine embodiments, stay firm, hold the earth in place. Sri Ram is about to break that bow. Let there be no displacement. Be aware, be alert. Mental alacrity, physical, hold the earth in place. Now, devotees, Hinduism. This is the modern age. People flying all about. Anybody ever see any elephant garden anywhere? Or ever see any serpent, the earth resting on the serpent head? Now you see, when people don't understand all this, they feel Hinduism is stories. What I'll put to you, if you notice 4 forms here. The elephant that guard the cardinal points, the divine tortoise, divine boar, divine serpent. Devotees, there are certain forces in nature that hold the earth in place. The earth constantly revolves around its axis and rotates around the sun. What keeps it in the place forever? Why don't we fly off the earth when the earth is rotating? Most of us are unaware of these things. And the Hindu mind was aware that there are forces in nature that hold everything in equilibrium. And, well, you know, I did all my science here, donkey years, or nearly how many years in university. We know that you have 2 strong forces and 2 weak forces. I don't have to give them names by now. But at that time when I understood all these things, they call them 2 strong forces and 2 weak forces that hold all systems in place. Electromagnetism, think about it. Devotees, gravity, yeah? Why we don't fly off the earth? We don't think along these lines, but the Hindu mind had already, through meditative processes, identified these forces that science has called the 2 strong forces, 2 weak forces. This is science here. But you have to break the code. Hinduism has encoded a lot of the secrets of the universe in our scriptures in story form. But you have to break the code. And this is where the problem is. Everybody's stopping by the story, the preschool. And we keep saying the mysteries of the world can be unraveled in 3 different ways: experimental, cosmological, and metaphysical outlooks. Everybody experiment, the story only, story only. Nothing is wrong with the story. You have to go deeper. You have to go deeper. And there are many things in scriptures here, devoted. Ramayana alone. That alone is a whole topic by itself. So I just thought I'll put it to you. This is not just elephant hunting. They're referring to the forces in nature. And Hinduism has personified everything. Right? A simple example. I say, if I ask Karen, go in my car and bring the blunks for me, boy. I have a blunks in the car. You want to go and get it? You know what it is? Neither me. Yeah. It doesn't have a form. If it doesn't have a form, how could you identify it? Man is born into a world of form. We are conditioned to a world of forms. And because of this psychological need of man, Hinduism has personified everything. Surajnarayan Swami, you have the chariot with the 7 horses, right? All these forms, Vishnu Bhagwan, Shiva, right? All these different forms, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. Last night I mentioned Kali, the power of time, personification. But the problem with us, we're stopping by the form, we're not understanding the principle. Shallow. Shallow. And we deprive ourselves of such depth. This is why you see Hinduism. We call it Hinduism. These are universal religion devotees. Whether Hindu, Muslim, Christian, atheist, no matter who you are, you have to accept these concepts exist in society. These principles exist. Just in Hinduism, we have personified them. Okay? So here, all these powers have been personified. The elephant, the snake, etc. And so a lot of things in Hinduism, devotees, Ramayana, tell us about that. Okay? But this is for tonight. And it's for the young ones who believe Hinduism is a primitive religion. Don't think so. When Ramayana preached, we thought the bridge was built from India to Lanka. Long time Hindu laughing. What the black happened? When NASA scanned India, the bridge at the bottom of the ocean. No kikiawing again anymore. When we say that Mathura, Dwarika sunk, the western coast of India, Natha scanned India and found it. It's there. Nobody giggling again anymore. Don't condemn Hinduism when you don't know it. Right? And those who don't know it, try to learn it, Hinduism in particular. Understand the concept that we have. Devotees, it's amazing. That's why last night I said, I will never change who I am, what I am. The depth of this, nothing could match it. You're in the ocean. And you have to be careful only, you could get bigger aquatic creatures. But we have ways to deal with them. Okay? So this is just one aspect of it, devotees. And I want to mention also, we mentioned this here, the world. Lakshman speaking to on the outside. Last night I mentioned, which is the first home? This year. This year. And we'll come to the point, devotees, you ever see people shaking uncontrollably? Jumping high? Some say, Kali come on them. Now, they say whatever they want, but they don't understand the concept. Now, if a certain condition were to exist, that energy itself throws everything out of equilibrium. This is what is happening here. Lakshman is cautioning, and it happens to the human body also. If we reach to the point of, we come to the point, and if we reach that point and there's the proper control, you let go, you go on. You go on. You destroy yourself. This is why they say again in devotion, simiti, step by step. Step by step. Anyway, so devotees, these four forces, Lakshman appealing, I thought I'd mention that to you. To the forces in nature, stay firm. Sri Ram is about to break the bow. Devotees, Sri Ram is approaching the bow.
समीप राम जब आई नर नारी नसुर सुकृत मनई सब कर संशय अरु अज्ञानु मंद महीपन करयभिमानु सब कर संशय अरु अज्ञानु महीपन कर अभिमानु
Chapa Samib jab Ram jab aaye. As Sri Ram approached that devotees, Nar Narin Sur Sukrit Manai. You always have good people who think constructively and positively. So there were those good ones who saw and recognized that Sri Ram was the best match for Sita, not Ravan. Not Ravan. So they began to pray to the Ishta Devta. Who is the Ishta Devta, devotees? Many times people come and say, Guruji, who is my Ishta Devta? I say, how are you going to know your business, man? You know what Ishta is, devotees? Ishta Devta, that aspect of your choice. If I tell you worship Rahu, you know who Rahu is? You know who Ketu is? Oh, that different katha. Ishta Devta is the form that you choose to worship. So you have to tell me who your Ishta is. Many people think the Ishta is the ruling planet. No. Ishta Devta is the choice that you have. Some of us choose to worship Shiva. Some choose Shakti. Some choose Hanuman. Some choose Kalima. Hanuman, Shivaji, whichever form. And you have some others. Some choose Wilson in a way. You know who is Wilson? You know who is Wilson? The kind of foolishness in Hinduism. I doing puja for a lady. For 16 puja she doing boy. And 16 share Persad. I said, Didi, who this Persad is for now? Say, bhai is from Mr. Wilson. I said, who is Mr. Wilson? Puja, eh? The white man who's come on the horse. Right away I understood that way back in Nepal, the sugar plantation, the overseer, white man on the horse, Hindu sat over Persad for he boy. Wilson Bhagwan. That is stupidity in Hinduism when people don't understand what they're doing. All right? And I take serious offense to these kind of things, devotees. In ignorance, and don't tell me God is one. Don't be stupid. Worshipping Wilson. But how do I get out of it? I said, Didi, well, me alone so much, I don't know no mantra for Wilson. So I don't know how to offer the Persad. Yeah. These things happen. So devotees, if you want to choose Wilson, that's your problem, you know. You pick up whoever. All right? But Ishta Devata, the form that you choose to worship on your own. Natural inclination to worship. So devotees, all these people present, they began to manavi, as we say, invoke, you know, the blessings of the Ishta Devata. Oh Ishta Devata, if we have done anything good up to today, let the goodness come in the form of strength into the arms of this child. Let him break the bow. Let him pick up that bow and string it. Yeah? So devotees, good people all about. You always have them. And mad people all about. It's a mixed world. Even here too? I don't know. I think we have only good people here. Only good people here. So devotees, Tulsi Das now is using a special analogy. He's saying at that point in time, different type of emotions existed. As I mentioned earlier on, in any congregation, you have different emotions existing, different opinions. This is why dealing with people, the public, is very, very hard. Very, very hard. How you strike that balance. Everybody have their own emotions. So devotees, what were the emotions? Doubts. Could Sri Ram pick up that bow? Ignorance. The king's person had abhiman. Somebody, the condition that existing. And any congregation you have these existing, ignorance, you have doubts. I wonder if he's saying easy writing. I wonder this, I wonder that. At least you're listening, that's good. And devotees, false pride, I know more than he. I could do this better, I could do that better. These things happen, you know. And I want to tell all that secret. How do you think I know all these kind of things? Do you feel I don't know, you know? After all these years, you feel I won't pick it up, Karen? On teaching mobile, I've until for 23 years, you pick up all kind of signal, boy. And them signals help me through life. You can pick up the vibration. You see when I sit here, I can see everybody. Who digging phone? They calling God. Who God calling? You know, we see everything, you know. But if you're on your own, this is why I say you're on your own. You're on your own. Yeah? So devotees, different emotions. Let's look at some others that existed. And we approaching towards Sri Ram would do. भृगुपति केरी गर्भ घरु आई सुर मुनि वरन केरी कदराई सिया कर सोच जनक पछतावा राम न कर दारुण दुख दवा शंभु चाप वर वो हित पाई चढ़े जाय सब संग बनई राम बाहुबल सिंधु यकर चहत पार नहीं को कंधारा जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय रघुराम जय परमधाम जय सुखधाम जय श्री राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम भृगुपति केरी गर्भ गुराई Parshuram devotees, we shall wrap it up with that in due course. His pride that he had, the fears of all the sages, who wanted Sri Ram to break that bow. He could marry Sita, so he could go on to destroy Ravan. They had their own agenda. Sita Mata was stressed out. Janak was filled with regret. The queen, very, very unhappy. My daughter, like she wouldn't get married. Who could break this bow? Devotees, all these different types of emotions existed. And Tulsi Das, in his literary brilliance, devotees, he used an analogy. The bow of Shiva is compared to a boat, a raft. And all these with the emotions were like passengers. What is the ocean? The depthless strength in the arms of Sri Ram. Nobody knew it. So now this boat had to cross that depthless ocean. But the problem is, they had no boatman. No boatman. None of them could have convinced any other that yes, Sri Ram will break that bow. So everybody in a state of limbo, as we say. The emotions. And nothing at that point in time could do anything to justify what they feel. What is going to happen. Devotees. So Sri Ram approached that bow. What is happening?
राम बिरु के लोग सब चित्र लिखे से देख, राम चित्र लिखे से देख, चितई सियक पायत न जानी विकल विषेक सिया, पति रामचंद्र की जय शरण.
See Ram devotees standing there, he looked around. Now, the difference between Ravan looking around, Ravan was looking around to see who was watching him. See Ram, his spirituality looking around to see all who were dependent upon him. A different intent. And he voted what he saw. Like a picture painted, everybody perfectly still. Everybody in their own emotions, their own state. Nobody moving. Stillness. And that will be also body in particular. But maybe a little bit of turmoil in the mind. See, Ram realized that all these people depended upon him. When he looked at Sita Mata, she was sitting there on that balcony and tears were dropping from her eyes. That will be a doubt. Would Mata's word come to fulfillment? Would it happen? Then Sri Ram devotees decided. That moment for Sita was like a kalp, a long, long time. So he said, the thinking was that when somebody has already drowned, and then you put them into a container filled with amrit, what is the purpose? They're dead already, they can't come back alive. When the crops have already dried, rains fall to what? To what effect? When opportunity is already gone, why regret? In other words, what is important here? Timing. You have to do what you have to do when the chance is there. Don't wait. Devotees, Sri Ram taught us a lesson. Simple lesson.
उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है. उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है. जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है. जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है जो खोवत है. तू नींद के आंखें खोल जरा और अपने प्रभु से ध्यान लगा. यह प्रीत करन की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। यह प्रीत करन की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। जो कल करना सो आज कर ले, जो आज करना सो अब कर ले। जो कल करना सो आज कर ले, जो आज करना सो अब कर ले। What is be done tomorrow, do it today. What is be done today, do it now. Procrastination is the thief of time. जागो मुसाफिर, जागो. Wake up, oh man. The dawn of wisdom is broken. Make use of the moment. Don't waste opportunities. जो कल करना सो आज कर ले, जो आज करना सो अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग खेत लिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग खेत लिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी, ऐ पापी पाप में चैन कहा। जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, फिर शीश पकड़ क्यों रोवत है। जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, फिर शीश पकड़ क्यों रोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भये, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है।
So devotees, that bhajan tells us very simply, which one of us at times don't have regrets because we could have done what we had to do when we had a chance. So Sri Ram devotee in this situation, why wait? Why wait? Everybody is great expectation. Sita is in grief, etc. The moment is here. Let me make use of it. And devotees, we all know what he did. It is said he bowed to his guru, Guru Vasisht in Ayodhya Puri. No matter where you are, that is Diksha Guru. If the Guru is present in front of you, you bow. Vishwamit was there, but he was Vidya Guru. Guru Vasisht, Diksha Guru. And no matter where Sri Ram is, you are a Guru Bhakt, he bowed to his Guru, seeking the blessings of the Guru. And devotees, he did what he had to do. We all know what he did. And I will summarize it here now. There's one simple bhajan that summarizes the katha. Devotees, if you follow closely the bhajan, you'll get the meaning.
सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी। तब रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी। रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। बड़े बड़े भूपन की बाहल रख गई, गिर गई सिर के पगड़ी। बड़े बड़े भूपन की बाहल रख गई, गिर गई सिर के पगड़ी। तब प्रथम बानसुर रावण आए, प्रथम बानसुर रावण आए। उठे नहीं धनुष, हाँ उठे नहीं धनुष, हंसे सारी नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। जूते नरायण जनकपुर के, एक से एक अपने गुण गाए। जूते नारायण जनकपुर के, एक से एक अपने गुण गाए। तब गुरु आज्ञा से पूछते श्री रामचंद्र, गुरु आज्ञा से पूछते श्री रामचंद्र, गुरु आज्ञा से पूछते श्री रामचंद्र। तोरा दिने धनुष, तोरा दिने धनुष, हाँ तोरा दिने धनुष, चमक सारी नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक। तुलसीदास भजो भगवान, तुलसीदास भजो भगवान। टूट गई धनुष, टूट गई धनुष, हाँ टूट गई धनुष, आनंद सारी नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के। सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, हे रघुपति। So devotee Sri Ram picked up that bow, and it is said he broke it in the effort to string it. Sometimes it crossed my mind to ask if people know what I mean by stringing the bow. Now, he wasn't supposed to break the bow. Many of us believe he was supposed to break the bow. Break the bow. No, string the bow. So the bow is made of a wooden part, and there is a string. Now, the string is only attached to complete the bow when the warrior is ready to fight. So that bow wasn't strong. The string was here, the wooden part was here, very, very heavy. So he had to pick up that bow, bend it, and string it. That was the test. Understand? So when Sri Ram picked up that bow and bent it to string it, it burst in two. Shanti boy. It broke in two parts. And the devotees, all the Dikpal and all the Kashyap and whatever, all them, the earth began to quake. Everything turned upside down, so to speak. And those good ones realized that today we are witnessing miracle, the Lord's power. The Lord's power. What so many couldn't do, Sri Ram did it. And so devotees, Sita Mata was amazed, you see. She was taken to the wire, so to speak. But if you believe in your Lord, don't waver. Don't waver. The darkest watch of the night is one, nearest dawn. When things appear to be black, bleak, etc., hold on a little bit now. Success is just around the corner if you believe in your Lord. Sita Mata held on there, and devotees at the right point in time. And now, Sita Mata devotees took that Jaimala to come put on for Sri Ram. But you know what? All those kings, Persad, who want to marry Sita and whatever, and they couldn't even shake the bow. They decided that they're going to attack Janak. They're going to kill Janak, kill Sri Ram, and take away Sita by force. When they made a move as such, into the assembly walked Parshuram. And Parshuram, when he walked in, he said, Janak! Now, if you think I ball in, you shall hear he. Devotees, when he roared like that, you see, all the kings, from the time they heard that and they saw Parshuram, you see like a set of rats coming out of the hole. When they see the cat, all of them went back. Disappeared. All of them disappeared. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Eh? This has relevance to us. And devotees, then Parshuram want to know, Janak, who broke this bow? Lakshman, hot mouth, he say, if you want to know who broke the bow, why didn't you come before? You're coming now and who broke the bow? Taunting him, no? And Parshuram getting angrier and angrier. And said, Janak, I'll behead this boy. Lakshman said, why you need
bakbakawin like a woman. That's a bad thing to say, right? Yeah. Why you bakbak? Do it. Taunting him. But then Sri Ram devotees, you see Tattva Gyan. When somebody in agin Tattva, you go be in agin Tattva, agin ato agin, bega agin. What outs fire? No water. Sri Ram, Jal Tattva. All these lessons. Each part of this is a lesson by itself. Which we take the story, we don't understand the lesson. How to deal with circumstances in life. Sri Ram, very calm. He said, "It is I, your servant, O Holy One, who broke this bow." The bow was termite ridden. And I tried to swing it, but by mistake it broke in two. When Parshuram heard that, in the calmness of Sri Ram, he started boiling a little bit. He said, "You broke that bow?" And Parshuram had another bow. There were two bows identical. This one that Janak had, and Parshuram one. Parshuram gave him, said, "Take this one, string it, let me see." And Sri Ram took the one, bent it. This one didn't have no might. He bent it and he string it and he pulled it like that. He began to reverberate. When Parshuram saw that, Parshuram recognized this is the manifestation. This is Lord. And it's like a light left him and went into Sri Ram. Parshuram avatar came to an end there. And all the kings present, when they saw that, if Parshuram surrendered to Sri Ram had to be powerful. Because Parshuram destroyed the Kshatriya race 21 times. Did why all them king for him? Very powerful warrior. So all that happened for a reason. And the vote is, catastrophe was averted. And it is said, Sita Mata placed the mala bong Sri Ram's neck, and now time for marriage. But they won't get married yet so. The elders decided that when Sri Ram was born, 3 brothers were born together with him. Bharat, Lakshmana, and Shatrughan. Why marry one and leave the others dribbling now? Yeah? Why marry all of them one time? So the devotees' words were sent to Dashrath. Come with Bharat. King sons marrying king daughter. No problem. And you could imagine the kind of wedding dhoom-dham say. And devotees, no music shock and thing now. These days, music shock you have in every funeral. So music shock ain't nothing. Yeah, but you could imagine the excitement, the merriment. And let's simplify it. Sri Ram was married to Sita. Lakshman was married to Urmila, a cousin of Sri Sita. Well, say we say sister by the cousin. And Mandavi was married to Bharat and Shruti Kiriti to Shatrughan. Dashrath got 4 daughters-in-law. And all them 6 years and 5 years, children. So they grow up in the in-laws' home and conditioned to the culture, etc. of that new home. And Jabate Ram Byahi Ghar Aaye, Nityanava Mangal Mood Badhai. When Sri Ram got married and returned to Ayodhya Puri, Nityanava Mangal Mood Badhai, on a daily basis, rejoicing, rejoicing, rejoicing. Sri Ram got married to Sita. Adi Katha. The story, you know it. So quickly, let me put this to all of us. It is an internal journey. Inside of us devotees, yes, Kundalini, personalized energy. Shiva is the pole of greatest awareness within the brain, as I mentioned. Ram and Sita are the same concept. Ram is spirituality, Sita is purified intellect. Marriage means bringing them together. Now there is a journey, right? Notice Ayodhya, the human body. Yeah, we mentioned all this. Devotees, the bow there, what is the bow? But let me go back a little bit. All the people present, different emotions they have. All these placed upon the bow. And these, a person doesn't choose to worry. A person doesn't choose to grieve. It happens, reflects, spontaneously. So there are certain reactions that take place spontaneously. And all of us, we react spontaneously. We have no control. If I were to ask you, you're controlling your breathing? You're controlling your heartbeat? All these body functions, do you control them? They happen by themselves. Now, devotees, all these emotions reflects, right? But all placed upon the bow. Now, coming to all of us, what is the bow? In every one of us, the bow is part of the hindbrain that we call the medulla oblongata. Now, that's not Sanskrit, that's Latin. The medulla oblongata. It controls all the involuntary actions in the body. Blinking of the eyelid, the beating of the heart, the lungs, etc., breathing and so on. So all these functions are carried on involuntarily. Breaking the bow implies you're taking charge of all these involuntary actions and make them voluntary. I control my heartbeat. I control my breathing. All you could do that? The day you do that, that breaking the bow, then you come to the point of non-duality. Then, not yet. Not yet. And devotees, every situation here, when the boy is broken, you come to that state, what happens then? The kings begin to act up. Who are the kings? There are 8 major yogic powers, 27 minor yogic powers. Anima, Laghima, Garima, Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Garima, Prati, Prakamya, Ishitva, Vashitva, Ashta Siddhi. These are the kings. Make oneself as small as possible, as huge as possible, heavy as possible, as light as possible. All these are part of Hinduism. And all these powers exist in every one of us. Those are the kings. When you see you getting closer to spirituality, the kings begin to act up. Begin to act up. Now, devotees, you see things like materializing things. These are minor siddhis. Minor. You have 27 minor siddhis. So when a person is approaching to this point of non-duality, the kings begin to act up, the powers. And then what happened to people? Now they come see a man. They want to see for people. Do things for people. Do obyan thing. Right? The kings attack the Sita. Like attack Sri Ram. They attack the purified intellect. They destroy you. They don't want you to go to that state. The powers inside. That's not what you want. Once you get caught up with these powers, you stay right here. You sink. You have to transcend them. Parshuram, the power of discernment. Discernment. Ram with the axe. You chase them away. You can't kill them. They always exist. But they mustn't overpower you. And only when that happens, then a marriage could take place. Inside. And Jabate Ram Byahi Gharaye, when Sri Ram is married, returned to Ayodhya, when that state of marriage takes place inside, Nitya Nava Mangala Mood Badhaye, you're going to have all sorts of enjoyments, not material, spiritual experiences and so on and so forth. Anybody having that? You know why? You haven't reached there yet. None of us. But that is the journey. So this simple katha you talk about, Baba break the bow again, you'll hear that. Huh? Who breaking bow? You have to break the bow. So you think you know the katha, you don't. And I just put this last part in, I'm not sure, but this is the essence of the katha. The application of it to every one of us. So I'm telling you, I want you to elevate. So I'm putting this to you. So devotees, these kathas, I'm telling you, Ramayana is beautiful. We sing bhajan, we sing kirtan, we sing chaupais, everything. But you see the essence of it? Man, nothing to touch it. Absolutely nothing. But you have to know. You have to be like a diver to dive into the pond and pick out the pearls of wisdom. Yeah. So devotees, this katha I'm putting to you tonight. And I'm putting to you last night, Ram was born, Sri Ram was born, and I told you that half the amount of kheer. Why? Because we have 2 lakshan, tatas lakshan, swarup lakshan. We behave as man amongst men, but our essence, our true nature is divinity. Try to strive towards that divinity. Tonight I'm putting to you, I'm not reading by guess, they're going to have to sing some bhajan and thing. Second part of the journey is to reach that point of non-duality. Break the bow. Right? Break the bow. Reach that point as you begin to experience the essence of spirituality. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I have no control over tomorrow. Right, Karan? So let me see what will happen tomorrow. But for tonight, devotees, and I want to apologize if I should, I mean, many people when they come to my yag, they say, boy, the Baba bossing we had, too much hard thing. Other yag, you go, you get some bhajan, a cup and then you go back home, you feeling nice. Eat the food tastes good. Taste a different food, man. You have to go on this journey. How long will you continue in the same kind of level? How long? If you're happy where you are, I can't help you. Okay? So devotees, some of us are a little bit different, and I'm taking you there. It's up to you to go. And I'm fully aware that one man could lead a horse to water, 100 can't make him drink. You have to want to drink. Okay? But I do know for a fact, if you come this way, your life will have a different substance. But let me face it. Karan, I'm not fighting you on thing. You carrying any store with you? You carrying grandson with you? You carrying Lakshmi with you? That can't happen. How you know she want to go with you? Huh? When time to go, you go alone. You leave everything right here. Everything you leave right here. Everybody. Mentioning that this is Udal Park, right? Udal Park. You know I bless this park? When the late Mr. Udal was here, Tan Samaru, Black Samlal, they used to go here, all part of Trinidad where I'm going. And he asked me, Udal Park, Uma is here, Paul is here. Yeah? He asked me to bless this place. Yeah. He asked me to bless this place. You see, all these things I remember over the past, But he's gone, but everything's still here. He's going. Many people may not even know who is Udal. Nobody might even know. One day to come, who is Hardeo? Nobody will know. Me here, I gone, I wouldn't know. Always saying here that everything here is temporary. But the essence is spirituality. Don't lose it. Okay? So devotees, sorry if I put all these things, but I'm saying to you, I know you wouldn't recall everything, but do some research. Young ones in particular. You're depriving yourself of real essence by being superficial. Okay? Life is not a joke. Life is serious business. And the objective of life is to free ourselves from bondage, to attain to the state of self-realization. Bole Sri Raja Ramachandra ki. So devotees, let me take the opportunity to invite our justice here to a few words of blessings. You came as special guest of Karan, so I invite you to address Mr. Rudy Inder Singh, Justice Rudy Inder Singh. If I get the title wrong, forgive me, I get an old. Achha. To make the preparation for the final Havan.
Sitaraman, thank you very much, Pandit Hardeo, Persad of Swaha, and of course the Rambissoon family that have extended an invitation for me to be here. And to this Yagna. And really and truly, Panditji, coming here for me was not to address this Yagna, but simply to accept the invitation that was granted to me, and really to provide me with an opportunity to continue to lift myself as an individual and deepen my sense of existence. This is what, as you rightly said, my journey continues, and all of our journey continues. I have been exposed to you in different parts in a very humbling way. And when listening to you, having listened to you here tonight, there's little that I could really add. It has been very provocative. It has been very thought-provoking in terms of your discourse. And I really want to say to each and every one of us, not only to members of this family, but all who are here tonight, really we have that journey in our respective lives, and we have a duty and responsibility to lift our consciousness in such a way that I always say, and I will continue to say, I could come here and I could listen to you. I could go to any yagna in any part of Trinidad and Tobago and beyond these shores. But when I listen, and having been exposed to what I have listened to, what do I do? What do I do? And you have succinctly put it here tonight in terms of breaking that bow within each and every one of us is our duty and purpose in life. And I want to say, you recall and you recollected very clearly at that particular day when you give me that sense of advice to be patient, to be understanding. And as you would say, when we pray, we must pray with a sense of sincerity, not asking, but having that sense of inner existence to understand that when we pray, it must be genuine. And this is why I continue to be someone who will always listen and deepen my sense of spirituality whenever I am invited. I see it as part of my journey in life, and that is why I have accepted your invitation. And it was never, for me, when I attend Yagnas, it was never about any political journey. It was to deepen my own sense of existence. And I would implore everyone that when we come to Yagnas, use it as an opportunity to uplift our own existence. And by uplifting our sense of existence, we will uplift our families, we will uplift our communities, and we will uplift ourselves as Hindus. Because if it is one thing I would leave with, that we must have that sense of conviction, we must have that sense of bearing in our existence, that if you were born into a Hindu home, understand your purpose and direction in life. Siddharam, I pray that Bhagwan will bless this yagna to continue, not only from an individual and family point of view to uplift this family, but also to uplift its sense of entrepreneurial development, because I always say too, that without entrepreneurs, you do not have businesses. And when you have businesses, you create employment. And when you create employment, you help to stabilize families, you help to stabilize homes. And I pray that there would be continued blessings and upliftment. Siddharam, and thank you very much, Panditji.
Thank you very much, Sir Inder Singh. And may you continue your journey successfully. You have a very serious responsibility. And always work, this maxim, work is worship, duty is God. And of course, Bhagwan says, do what you have to do as an act of offering to Him. You are far to reach. I don't mean New York and Canada. Eh? You are far to reach. Blessings to you. So devotee will now have the final Havan, and then we will get into a final arati and we conclude. Blessings.
Let's join devotees. Om Hariom Tatsat Om Sri Vigneshwaraya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Namaschandikaya Swaha. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shashti Deviyai Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Swaha. Om Sri Gayatri Devi Mata Swaha. Om Srim Hrim Klim and Brindavanyai Swaha. Om Sri Gita Maharani Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Sri Chausat Yogni Devi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Uma Maheshwaraya Namah Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Suryari Navgraha Devata Swaha. Om Sri Brahmagni Devaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Sita Ramachandraya Swaha. Om Sri Radha Krishnaya Swaha. Sri Vishnu Lakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Shiva Parvati Mata Swaha. Om Sri Brahma Sharada Mata Swaha. Om Sri Surya Gayatri Devi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Riddhi Siddhidata Swaha. Om Sri Hanu 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 Hanumantaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Suruja Devata Swaha. Om Sri Chandra Devata Swaha. Om Sri Mangal Devata Swaha. Om Sri Buddha Devata Swaha. Om Sri Brihaspati Devata Swaha. Om Sri Shukra Devata Swaha. Om Sri Shani Devata Swaha. Om Sri Rahoe Namah Swaha. Om Sri Ketuve Namah Swaha. Om Sri Gram Devata Swaha. Om Sri Sthan Devata Swaha. Om Sri Vastu Devata Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devata Swaha. Sri 33 crore Devata Swaha. 3 times again. Sarva Devata Suradevi Bhyo Namah Swaha. Sri Anant Swarupaya Par Brahm Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Sri Guruve Namah Swaha. Of all on top. Of all. Show what happened. Wash out his hands. Wash out your hands. Please all stand, devotees, and take part in Purnahuti, or final offering. We concentrate. Om Namah Shivaya. ओम हरि ओम तत्सत ओम नमः शंभवाय च मयोभवाय च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च शिवाय च शिवत्राय च ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम पूर्णमदात् पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णगुं स्वाहा। Offer it up, do Achman. Pass water around 3 times. ओम सर्व पाप हरम दिव्यम गांग्यम निर्मलम जलम आचमन्यम च मया दत्तम गृहान परमेश्वर आचमन्यम समर्पयामि। बोले श्री परमग्नि देवता की जय। आशा किनो देवी माता की जय। बहुत फ्लेम उमापति महादेव की जय।
बोले श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय। रामायण आरती devotees, we join together, we conclude our evening's devotions. रहति श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री। सनकादिशेष अरुषारद शुक सनकादिशेष। संतत गावत शंभु भवानी संतत गावत। व्यास आदि कवि पुंग बखानी व्यास आदि कवि। चारे वेद अष्टदश चारे वेद। तन मन धन संतन की सरवसु तन मन धन। कली मलहरनी विषय रस की कली मलहरनी।
हरनिरोग भवमूर्यमीति हरनिरोग भव आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति तरी तल जय श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम. Devotees and Srotas come to the Aarti, Mantaraj, Mahamantra. Let's all put our voices together. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhi Prabhu Tribidhata Panivaran He Vibhu Ajajaneshwara Yadava Pahimam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudhvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalayatanu Hari. Om Avahanam Na Janami Visarjanam Pujang Chaiva Na Janami Shamyatam Parameshwara. Om Gacha Gasura Seshta Swasthane Parameshwara Yata Brahmadeyo Devas Tatra Gachutasana. Om Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parajaya Esham Indi Varsham Hridayastu Janardana. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasya Dukha Bhavet. Om Asatu Ma Satgamaya Tamasu Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Gachatam Bhagwan Agni Swasthane Kunda Madhyatah Hutam Adaya Devevya Shigra Dehi Prasidame. Om Mantrihinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Ganeshwara. He Parameshwari, He Janardan, He Kapishwara, He Agnishwara, Yad Pujitam Maya Deva, He Ma, He Devi, Paripurnam Tadastumi. Om Tvameva Mata Chakpitah Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya
द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम। बोले श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की। Shubhamastu. Blessings to all kindly be seated, devotees. And again, on behalf of Karan and members of his family, we say many thanks to you for having joined us. Devotees, we invite you to join us. We have 2 more nights to go. Do join us as the Katha continues. You'll receive your Arati and Prasadam. Meals again have been prepared for you. Those of you who were here last night will know the routine. Those of you who are here for the first night, you go through to the back, you swing right, and there the meals are available, and you can sit wherever and enjoy the meals. Have a safe journey back home, everybody. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Blessings.